East Bay construction workers are starting to converge at two projects in Oakland this morning. KTVU's Alyssa Harrington is at one of those projects where it is an active scene. People are calling for local workers on local projects.
A large group of workers are out here. They're marching back and forth. They're picketing outside of this large construction project where they say developers hired non-union workers. And one of the big messages today is they would like to see local workers who are in these unions be hired for the projects happening in Oakland.
Oakland is going through a building boom. Thousands of housing units are in construction, and cranes can be seen in every direction downtown and across the city. The building trades have a tried and true method for ensuring that the workforce on all these projects is done with skilled labor.
Private developers and cities have discovered that this is really the way to build a good middle-class workforce and a partnership with the building trades through project labor agreements.
One of the benefits of having a project labor agreement out there in your city provides apprenticeship standards on the project.
You get projects that are done on time. You have projects that are done safely.
There are no jurisdictional disputes on a project labor agreement project because all of that stuff is discussed prior to it.
PLAs eliminate the violations of prevailing wages, which are rampant in some areas. It's a very transparent process.
In the city of Oakland, it's a beneficial cycle for everybody here. We get the jobs as employers, the local talent or local individuals have the opportunities to work in a trade and become tax-paying, productive citizens.
Why wouldn't the city ask the developer, look, you're gonna come into our city, you're gonna make a ton of money here, why not some of our own residents benefit?
Because through the community workforce agreement, you can actually create requirements in a pathway for residents of Oakland and disadvantaged residents to get into the construction trades and actually have a good middle-class career.
Back in 2000, the Port of Oakland approved the Maritime Aviation Project Labor Agreement, also known as MAPLA. This was one of the first PLAs to include a social justice component.
MAPLA was kind of the bellwether project labor agreement for the East Bay, and actually many refer to it nationally.
Well, really, we were only after one thing. We wanted to create an opportunity for economic development while also helping the community provide jobs.
In our MAPLA, we have a 50% requirement for local work hours from our local impact area. We also have apprentice requirements. We added a disadvantaged worker requirement. There's also additional funds in there for community-based organizations to train on workforce development.
We've got millions of dollars in construction going on at the port at any one time. The benefits for us is we need to have labor peace while having economic development.
Since I've been here, I have never encountered any time that a project was not on budget or on time due to our PLA.
As for us, it worked for Port of Oakland. There's no reason why it couldn't work for the city as well.
30 years ago, most high schools dismantled their shop programs. The result? Today, few young people know about construction as a career option. Project labor agreements open opportunities for unions to reach into local and disadvantaged communities to recruit workers. The building trades then partner with community programs to prepare those recruits for the rigors of the work.
We're in the middle of a construction boom, and so we need good qualified workers.
We're seeing a tremendous effort on the part of the building trades unions to support a more diverse workforce and a recognition that women have to be part of that workforce.
That means recruiting in non-traditional communities, partnering with community-based organizations.
The pre-apprenticeship programs that have been developed in the cities with the building trades through project labor agreements have been among the most successful in the state of California.
We're extremely supportive of the ones that we have here in Oakland. We have Rising Sun and we also have Cypress Mandela.
Well, the Cypress Mandela Training Center 16-week boot camp program is like no other program. Give them hands-on, showing them what it means, getting the building trades out here.
What they do over there is exactly what we need as far as kids that are coming into the trade. One, discipline, drug-free, and it's a no-nonsense operation.
They taught me everything I know so far as work ethic. They work you out, they make sure you're on top of your game, so you represent Oakland, where you're from.
They gotta be on time, they gotta have everything in place, they gotta pass all the curriculums for them to be successful.
I think it's valuable for people to get a second chance. When people are re-entering society, they need to be able to be employable. And Rising Sun is providing a chance for people to find employment in jobs that can sustain them and their families.
If they go out on the job site now, they're much more valuable to the contract if they know how to read the tape, they know how to use the skill saw, they know how to hammer. So they accelerate a lot faster.
I loved Rising Sun. I loved the whole staff, everyone, the hands-on in the classroom. It taught me a lot about construction.
If they graduate from this class, number one, they've already succeeded. And what we try to do, we can't guarantee it. We will get them in a union and they will start a career or a job that they're interested in.
We're also doing a lot of work with reentry population. We actually have a program now working with folks that are currently incarcerated, so when they get released from the penal system, they have a pathway to get into apprenticeship, onto a job. We're really expanding the base and really building for the workforce of tomorrow.
Having a union workforce brings many benefits to construction workers and their families and to the projects themselves.
We decided to partner with the building trades early on because we thought this was such a large-scale project, it was going to take teamwork to get it done.
Not only do we represent workers, but we're constantly building the workforce of tomorrow through apprenticeship.
The advantage of having a union worker that's gone through the apprenticeship is the dedication, the professional attitude, and the craftsmanship.
Being out there, working together cohesively, working together as a team to get the job done safely, and it's a refreshing feeling to see that skilled labor, skilled craftsmanship's being done and recognized.
One of the best things about being a union member is all the training they make us go through.
The good thing about being a union member is benefits to me. Pension, the health care.
It's like your family. There's always a group of people that have your back. There's always a group of people that support you.
This is my career. So once this job over, I'll go back to the union hall, put my name on the list, and they'll send me out to another great job.
We're particularly proud of Brooklyn Basin. We've got really good union contractors and certainly all the workers that are doing such good work. This project is on time and on budget.
I think all of the Oakland politicians should be extremely supportive of project labor agreements for the benefits that it brings to this community. The skilled and trained workforce, its local hire provisions.
When you go out to any of our construction projects and you think about who's there, they live within, 20 to 30 minutes of getting home.
I literally was born and raised in Oakland my whole life. So just to work on a project that's literally down the street from where I live is like a good feeling.
It makes me feel great as far as being an Oakland resident and seeing the buildings that goes up and knowing that I can tell my kids that I worked on that building, I put the plumbing system in that building.
I always wanted to be a part of something great and being able to work in Oakland to keep the economy going so that way this city can thrive and grow.